So it's time to start the day, and the first thing that we need to do is go in and start making our meals. Pretty straightforward, as I mentioned when I was doing cardio. We're going to kick things off with 276 grams of egg whites, 4 whole eggs in a glass bowl, right in the microwave. From there, we're going to blend up, you guessed it, 18 ounces of chicken, and then I'm going to combine that with 96 grams of peanut butter. So essentially what it's going to shake out to is a little serving vegetables, 50 grams of protein derived from the 6-ounce protein portion sourced from the chicken breast, and then we're going to get roughly 25-30 grams of healthy fats throughout the day through the peanut butter. That's going to bring us all the way up until 5 o'clock. I typically eat at 11, 1, 3, and 5, and then we're going to go train right after that. When we come back, then I'm going to have 6 ounces of salmon. I'm probably not going to have anything else with that. And I'm going to have a whey protein shake mixed with a little bit of peanut butter and what I call a sludge. Shout out Mark Lobliner for putting me onto that years ago. It's a nice little sweet treat, nice way to end the day. But as you can see, business is going just as usual, and your boy's going to go in and do what he does best. So stick around, and in a moment, I'm going to show you how I get all these meals prepped up, so that way I don't have to have that on the back of my mind while I'm going through the day. All right, y'all. See you in a second. Guys, so our eggs are done. As you can see, they are rather hot, and what we're going to do is we're going to split this between both jugs. All right, so cut it right down the middle. All right, kind of cut it like a pizza. What am I thinking? Boom, there we go. All right, now as always, guys, clean this dish right away. Don't wait. Do not wait. All right, so we can fit a little bit more coffee in there, which is nice. Light your asshole on fire first thing in the morning. Am I right or am I right? So we're going to go over the top just like that. And that's the beauty of this puppy. We're going to put that right on top, and we're going to hit that high. It's not going to take long. It'll be nice and cool. All right. That we're going to drink right now. So, and of course, don't forget your straw. Boom. So there's your breakfast. You've got, between these two, you've got about 50 grams of quality protein straight from egg whites, and then you've also got, those are, just rich of vitamins, man. It's really is nature's use. Don't necessarily buy into the fact it's going to raise your cholesterol. 4 eggs 3 times a week, it's not going to kill you. It's going to improve your health markers. Don't take my word for it, but I'm just saying, right? So this is going to go in the fridge next to the blender. We're going to have this in about an hour, right? It's 11 o'clock now, so we're going to have this at 11, this at 12, next meal at 1. That's where we're at. I'm going to get to cleaning this, so that way the kitchen stays nice and you stay beautiful. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So that's exactly what we're going to go in and do tonight. We're doing 5 sets of deads, 5 sets of bent over rows, and then from there we're going to do some cable rows as well as some lat pull downs. Personally, I like starting with lat pull downs. I think it's a great warm up for the back. Could even do pull-ups. At the end of the day, I want you guys to think about this, right? So if we're going in and working any muscle group, it doesn't necessarily mean back is exclusive to what I'm about to say. If you're going in, you're working any muscle group, right? Don't go crazy. Just think about what you're doing, and the question you need to ask yourself is this taxing that particular group? And if the answer is yes, just keep doing it. You don't need to do all these different variations to an extent. As long as you're getting the work in, you're failing between that 8 to 12 rep range, or if you're training for strength, 5, 6 reps is really that sweet spot. And as long as you hang out in there, you're Gucci, man. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't get sucked up into crazy workout fads. It's just a waste of your time, and quite frankly, you're overcomplicating it. In my opinion, not to be brash, but that's kind of how a lot of personal trainers justify their job, right? I mean, how many people have personal trainers like, oh my God, he had me doing backflip, jumping jacks, somersaults, had me doing all sorts of crazy stuff, burpees, killing myself. I threw up twice. That's why I lost a lot of weight. No, you lost a lot of weight because you were in a caloric deficit that was either predicated by excess calorie utilization through energy expenditure, or perhaps you're eating in a caloric deficit. That's it. It doesn't matter how you get there, whether you pull the food back or whether you increase your overall output, whether it's cardio or doing crazy stuff like that. It doesn't matter, guys. So try not to get too hung up on that. We're going in, we're keeping it basic, we're keeping it simple. Why? Because that's what works. And if you take a look at anybody that is worth their weight in anything in the fitness industry, they're all doing the exact same movements, guys. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just do the exact same thing that's been done for, Jesus, since the dawn of time. And eventually you'll slowly but surely make progress. As long as you're progressively overloading, either doing an extra rep, slowing down your tempo, or adding weight week over week. Make it more difficult for yourself when you can. If you're cutting, it's going to be hard, borderline impossible for you to do that. But that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna push it. We're gonna try to do the best that we can, better than the week before. And that's all we can try to do, man. Don't be too hard on yourself. Get in, get after it, and do everything you can. I'm gonna go drink that chicken shake now. And you know what? I think I might change as well, because I'm ready to work on the blazer yet. I gotta work my way up to that, but we're getting there. All right, guys, we'll see you in the car. Cheers. All right, so heading over to Rockstar tonight. That is where I prefer to go, especially given we're going to do some deadlifting. And I don't have a belt with me. A little controversial whether or not you want to use the belt. I don't know. It's kind of like your thing. You know, if you want to do it, great. If not, no big deal. Take the shades off so you can see the eyes. Yeah, so that's really kind of up to you. Personal preference, in my opinion, more so than anything else. But we're going in, like I told you this morning, we're going to do deadlifts. We're going to do bent over barbell rows. And then from there, we're going to transition over into cable rows. And those cable rows, there's a couple different ways to do it. So this is a little on the light side. So I'm going to go nice and tight and squeeze at the bottom. Keep those elbows wide. Yeah, let me pick up 500 pounds off the floor. You're like, you don't want to do that shit. No way. No one does. But that's what's going to separate the winners from the losers, right? Because if you're willing to come in and do something that someone else isn't, and this is true in all areas of life, right? If you're willing to go in and do something that somebody else isn't, chances are you're going to get rewarded for that. It might not be quick. It usually isn't. But it's those small little pillars that build and stagger over time. All of those days that you went in when you didn't want to, when you got up, when you were exhausted, when all you wanted to do was just lay on the couch. You need to get your ass up, dust your wig off, put that motherfucker back on, and keep going. But I've been jabbering too much. I can throw a couple plates on.